Hey everybody, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. Really excited today. My new RC purchase came in. You guys can see it's got those nice, lovely lithium batteries. So, a bunch of warnings on the box, but super excited about this. So, here is something that I've never put on the channel before, never even thought I would put on the channel until something I wanted actually came out. And kind of got me into it pretty big here, so we'll just do a simple unboxing now, and then maybe go in depth on the car a little bit more later. I don't want to make this video too long, so we'll got the tape cut so we can start pulling things out. And there's a should be a decent amount of stuff in here. I purchased everything from one company, A-Main Hobbies. Look them up online. They do have more than RC stuff. They do have model railroad stuff on there too. But yeah, guys, pretty goddamn excited about this. Let's see, we got some parts. These are actually some spare parts that I ordered in case I fuck some shit up. I have some replacements on hand right away. So, thinking ahead, trying to be smart about that. Already see the box, super excited. Let's see, I think, yeah, this is the combo. This is a motor and speed control unit upgrade. Already got the upgrade parts for it. Got battery. Got some other parts for one of the other things I got going on there. Got a really nice servo. New servos for steering. Nice upgrade right there. These things get really expensive when you start going for the high-end stuff. I think this was like $150 or $160, just this little thing right there. So, you know, it turns out I only like expensive hobbies. So, but there she is, boys. The Hoonicorn. Super excited. I think, what was it, HPI came out with the Hoonicorn V1 quite a few years ago, and I missed out on it, and by the time I went looking for it, it was overly expensive, really hard to find upgrades, so I had to kind of let go of that dream. But just a couple months ago, they came out with the new, this would be the V3 Hoonicorn, has the updated rims and paint, all that, or the livery, I should call it, on there. So super excited about that. If you guys are not familiar with the Hoonicorn, I strongly suggest you go on YouTube and look up the Jim Kahana videos. Ken Block Jim Kahana. Jim Kahana 7 was the first glimpse of this car. And then there was one called Climb Kahana, which was the V2 version, which is pretty much what this is. And then you can also look on Hoonigan's YouTube channel for Hoonicorn vs. the World Season 1 and 2. This is, excuse me, this is from the Season 2 updated Hoonicorn vs. the World. If you're not familiar with it, yes, it is a real car. It was a car specifically built for Hoonigan Racing Division. Ken Block, he's a pretty famous car driver. He does racing and all sorts of stuff. And this car was specifically made for their Jim Kahana videos. It was overpowered, just a fucking sick all-wheel drive, high-performance Mustang. Built for doing drift stunts, really cool stuff. So if you guys haven't checked, if you guys don't know what this car is, I strongly suggest go on YouTube look up the stuff I told you to look up, and you won't be disappointed. There we go. We got a... Well, here, I'll just pull some of this stuff out here so that you guys... And then we can kind of go through on what I got. There's all sorts of stuff here. I think I got it all. Alright, before we pull the car out, we'll just kind of go over some of the stuff that I got here. So I did get a spare set of the rims for the Hoonicorn. These are the American Racing rims. It's had a variety of rims on it throughout the years. This is what it currently has on it. The car itself was built by Team Associated, and of course I got some specific parts for the car from them. These rims are actually from the Hoona truck. Now if you guys go looking through all the Jim Kahana videos, you guys will see what the Hoona truck is about. It's basically the same thing, just a little less power. Really sick truck. One thing I wanted was some slick drift tires. If you guys aren't familiar with the RC stuff, these hard rubber smooth tires are what's best for drifting. And they did not offer those on the actual Hoonicorn rims themselves. They come with a, I don't know if you guys can see that through the plastic, a treaded tire. Now the real car in real life actually has treaded tires. It makes 1,400 horsepower, so it has no problem spinning big sticky tires. But just for our sake, for the RC's sake, and for doing a little indoor drifting on the carpet and outside on nice smooth concrete, these are what's best. So these are actually the rims off of the Hoona truck. You guys can see right there, they're the Hoona truck wheels, and they're set up for the drift. So I bought some of these to have some slicky tires to kind of mess around with it. I got 2 sets of those, and of course the car comes with a set of these, and I got a spare set of those. Try to really cover my bases on this. Like I said, new steering servo from ProTech. They make some really good stuff. This is it took me a few days to pick out the right one. I wanted something that was really high performance. Had to be high voltage, because once I switch all this over, it's going to be a little bit more high voltage, and it's brushless. Now, as a lot of you know from the model railroad world, brushless motors are really nice. They last a long time. Really good stuff. So, got the upgrade for that. Of course, the new motor. I wish it showed a picture of the motor on here, but it doesn't. It's a brushless motor. This is the motor and speed control. You normally get those in a set. You can buy them individually if you want 2 different things, but I was referred a really nice set like this, so I got new brushless motor and the new speed control together, and of course a cooling fan to go on top, because I am putting a lot of electricity through that motor, so it is going to heat up, especially if I'm using it for long periods. So a cooling fan will help that last even longer. These are some of the parts for the servo. A new bell crank, some nice grommets for mounting it, screws. Looks like they gave me some ProTech stickers, so that's kind of neat. And let's see, we got some oils here too. Some shock oil. I'll go into what the shock oil is for probably in another video, and then some differential oil. We'll kind of dive more into why I got some new stuff like that. These are some suspension components for the Hoonicorn, and the chassis that it's on is the Apex 2. It's the exact same setup that they have on the Hoona truck. So these parts are readily available and highly interchangeable, and they're really easy to get right now, so that's why I got a bunch of spares. This is a lot of the aero that goes on the bottom of the body for the Hoonicorn. Some of the bumper pieces, the running boards, and the diffuser, big diffuser that sits on the back of it. And then some of the hood-mounted parts, like the turbos. The intake is on there somewhere in the black parts. You can see you got a new grill piece just in case. So I kind of covered my bases just in case if I get a little too crazy and fuck something up, I got some spare parts. Yeah, so the car itself comes with Reedy. That's how this is how it's pronounced, as Reedy power. It's got a Reedy motor. The servo is Reedy. Everything on it is basically Reedy. This is a little bit more powerful battery for the stock setup, and then this is the even more powerful battery for the when I switch out to a new motor and all that. I'll be able to run a stronger battery and get more speed. That's basically how it works. If some of you aren't familiar with that, RC cars are really easy to make go fast. You just kind of have to watch it. Typically, the easiest way to do it is switching to a battery with a higher voltage. But you can go over what the system is rated for, so that's why we got a more stronger battery for the stronger stuff, and we still have a battery that's within the factory specs that will make the car go faster naturally on the stock setup. So that's kind of that stuff there. I'm gonna see if I can get the box that the car is actually in out of here. Really excited for this, guys. Like I said, I used to mess around with RC stuff when I was a little kid. Never really got huge into it. I just had a lot of RC cars, bulldozers, backhoes, tractors, all that kind of stuff. Kind of the more construction stuff. So I've never really had like a high performance vehicle like this, especially something this nice. This is the car itself was around 460 or 450 for the car, and then a lot of these parts aren't very cheap. This wasn't too bad. It was like 12 bucks. This, like I said, was like 160 something. The batteries get kind of spendy. This was the new motor and speed control was like 150 something. So I mean, it adds up. I will say altogether, car and parts, almost $1,200 for the whole setup. So I'm gonna just set my phone down here so we can get the box out. Sorry for that. There we go. We'll get that out of the way. So the the box art is really cool. There you guys can see a picture of the real car and of the RC car. Really cool. I'm super stoked to have this. Something that I'm not used to. Something I've loved for a long time. I think it was 20 something or other. I don't know, I want to say 2017, but I think it was before that when the first version of the Hoonicorn came out, but I can't remember offhand right now. But this car's been out for a long time, and I've followed it every step of the way. Huge fan of this car. It is 1/10 scale, so pretty decent. I mean, you guys saw the wheels. It's pretty decent size. This is what's really nice is this is all officially licensed stuff through Hoonigan and even Ford themselves. So this is not some cheap knockoff. This is the real deal as far as RC cars go. Let's see here. See what else I can show you on the box. I think we'll do it like an opening of this in a different video, guys, just because I don't want to make this too long. I know some of you aren't into RC at all. I'm basically just kind of doing this video for my own reference, and then if somebody is into RC and they're thinking about getting into this car, I'm going to show them all the reasons of why you should definitely get this car. Some of the stuff that it shows on here is the suspension components, a mix of metal, plastic, and some other materials that I can't really remember. I'm not going to bore you with reading through all that stuff. You guys can pause it if you want to read some of that, some of the different things. It is all-wheel drive. Of course, the real car is all-wheel drive. What's really cool is the rotors spin, and they have these little fake brake calipers, so that's pretty cool. You can see all that behind the rims. It has metal geared diffs. You guys can see these are pretty chunky teeth on these, so they're built to last. Everything's got roller bearings. Let's see, what else do we got here? The underbody. Let you guys kind of read that for a second. That is a fiberglass. This whole piece is fiberglass. I don't think they say it on here, but it is a fiberglass, so it's pretty durable, nice and flat, so that way you can really scratch it up. I've seen a lot of videos of these tearing it up in dirt parking lots, paved parking lots. I mean, these cars are built to hammer on and beat the shit out of, so you get what you pay for with this for sure. I don't think I'll get quite that crazy with dirt parking lots, but definitely tear up some pavement with this. You guys can see the shocks there. These are coilovers, and they're actually an oiled shock, so there's an oil reservoir at the top here. That's one thing that we'll be changing, is the oil on that, to kind of give it a little bit more realistic suspension feel. But yeah, I'm not going to get too crazy into that. Just kind of give you guys an overview of the box, what it says. Shows you the tail end of it. Really nice detail. It's got the sponsors who are currently on the car, the American Racing wheels, the wheels that it has. Hoonigan, of course. Tire Slayer. Really nice add-on details. And we'll check all this stuff out when I actually take the car out of the box, but scooting my thing around here, not trying to. Let's see if we can get this back around. Sorry, guys. The sticker kind of misses some of the stuff up there, but I think you guys can make out everything. I'll just kind of give you guys the rundown of the list here, kind of the specifics on it, or the actual specifications. So I mean, you guys can see it's set up really good. Even gives you the gear ratio. That's pretty cool. So I do my plan for this is to basically learn how to run it with the stock setup, since I've never run anything quite this fast before. So I'm going to run it with the stock setup, kind of learn it on that, and then put the stronger battery in for the stock setup, kind of get the feel for that for a while, and then we're going to start throwing all the big money parts at it. This kind of, you guys can pause this and read this. This kind of gives just an overview of the actual car itself. Some of the specifics on that. It's a really cool car. I absolutely love this car. I have ever since it came out in Gymkhana 7. Just couldn't get enough of it. So now we finally have I do have a couple replicas that aren't RC, but this was my first RC of it, so I'm pretty excited. These are the fun numbers right here. 1,400 horsepower, 1,250 foot-pounds of torque. This thing is a fucking monster. If you don't know it, like I said, please check it out on YouTube. It's a fucking badass car. You're gonna love it. If you're into cars. I am a car guy. I like doing my own maintenance on my own vehicles. Stuff that I don't put on this channel is I love vehicles, old and new. Well, more old, but yeah, this is, as far as car guys go, a lot of car guys really enjoy this car. So I think we're gonna wrap it there, guys. It's just kind of a little overview of what I received today. Like I said, the next video, I will we'll open this, get the car out, really check the car out. We'll even we'll pop the shell off, or the body off, and check out the chassis and all the cool stuff going on there. So So hope you guys enjoy this. I know it's vastly different from what I normally post on here. It's just something that I'm really excited about, something that you guys will see more of. Hopefully as I progress, you guys, I might even put some actual videos of me driving this car around, whether it be inside or outside. We'll see what the weather is like here. So yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. The Team Associated Hoonicorn. Super excited to have that. So if you guys have any questions or comments on where I got this, like I said, it's amainhobbies.com. They have a shit ton of RC stuff. They have monster trucks, trophy trucks, drift cars, like the Hot Boy shit drift cars. They have stuff like this. They have cooler stuff than this on there. They have some more stuff that I'm really wanting to get in the future. But this is a really nice place to start because like I said, I love this car. I've wanted an RC version for many years now. I've kind of missed the last opportunity, so I did not miss this opportunity. So yeah, that's it, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video, and until next time, take care.